Hey, the average Joe here. Today we're going to talk about floor plans, top view, and spaces. You'll see I have a project here on the screen, little fan coil unit right here with a layout of a little building type project with some outside air. Now this project, I'm just going to come to File, Open Example. So it's one of our example projects. We also have different types of systems here for everybody to get to. Equipment selection, we have 60 manufacturers where we show you how to select some of their equipment, and then detail sheets and parts of equipment if you want to utilize those. So project, I'm going to come to this residential project, then come to the fan coil floor plan and open that up. So I'm also here at the far left, we have our kind of our drawing toolbar, which allows me, what I did is I drew these little lines to create a floor plan. Now I could have come to the file and imported the background right here, PDF background, but I chose to just kind of draw uh, these little lines over my spaces. Now I'm going to drag a box across this project here, and I'm going to come down right over here, and I'm going to hit this, it says group shapes. I'm going to click that. Now I'm going to move that whole little floor plan that I kind of drew, and you'll see here, these are rooms, the green grabber dots. And if I double left click on that room, and there in the middle, you'll see the temperature, the humidity, and it's a positive pressure room. If I come over here to the properties panel and just hit that, you'll see it's going to go to the next room, the next room, the next room, and so forth. So now, how did I get those rooms in that shape? Because let's just kind of put that back over there again. A normal space when you have a project, right? Let's go up to spaces. Is going to be an ASHRAE 62 with the different types of classifications. That's a green space. Our ASHRAE 170 right next to it would be a blue space with all the different types of rooms with all the right ventilation and air changes all already associated with those. And then the last one's going to be my other. Now the other is going to come in as a white space. Typically that comes in as a gray space. The reason it came in as a white space is here under edit, we have the insert component with top view. I had that checked. If that is unchecked, when you go grab a space, it's a gray space. Okay. The reason we made a white space on top view is as soon as you put a diffuser or something in that any of these spaces, just go right here, there's a supply diffuser. We can drop one in all those spaces. And this question came up a lot with my project I did last week on that bunker. But because I'd done this, I'd put diffusers in and then I'd created those spaces in different shapes. Okay, as far as length and width, you can create them that way. So these spaces here, under here, are just the top view of the space with the diffuser in it. Okay, and that's how I kind of laid these all out together. Just put the spaces side by side. I could do the same thing with these and start making these kind of different shapes. And then I drew the little floor plans around it. Now let's look at some of the information. Okay, I'm just going to come now in here to this space and just do a copy. I want to copy that space and paste it out here. We'll see what happens. It just took the space, and so it's back to our normal just one supply, exhaust, and return there. So as soon as I grab and drop a diffuser in there, and it always puts a diffuser on the outer. Okay, now I'm back to side view. So I'm going to come in here and hit edit, insert component top view. Now when I go insert that diffuser, you'll see it's kind of the top view of that, and I can delete that other one. Oh, I connected onto it. Just delete that off the project. Now, when you drop them in the space, it always puts them kind of on the outer perimeter. Let me come in here and make that, and then you can move it in. Okay, and I can make that a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to come in this space. I copied that and pasted it. So let's just see what it has key data. Well, I had it 50 CFM. We'll make it 100 now. Did it have any exhaust in there? No. Any pressurization? No. It shows some because I've got, and then it had a couple people, just put 0 people. So the fact that I said I wanted 100 CFM in there, you'll see the positive pressure. It knows it has space, a positive. Now the fan coil has 1650 CFM. As soon as I go over and connect that on somewhere to that duct, let's just do it right there, that should go up 100 CFM. The space is still positive. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. When I put another space in here, and this is just looking at kind of how spaces, need to put that in the middle, and I can rotate that here with my little, what do you need to take that up that way and make that a little bigger. As soon as I hook this diffuser in, it's still, the CFM is still going to be the same, but it's now taken, let me drag a box across here. Look at the airflow, 50, 50, 100. It's always just going to divide the airflow out equally. So if I put another diffuser, each one's going to be 33%. Now you can go in, I could go in this one and I could say, I really want this one to be, 80% of the air. Okay. And then it makes the other one 20. Okay. So we're still positive pressure. Let's click on that space and look at our airflow. Every space we can do that right here. We have 100 CFM coming in, and it's saying, well, that's all outside air because there's no return air, and we're pressurized by 100 CFM because there's no return air. Automatically it did that. So we better go grab a return air grill and put that in there. Return air is red. We'll drop that on there once again. It's also orange there. It's going to put it on the edge. We'll put it over. We'll connect that grill in down here. My outside air went down from 380 CFM to 280 because it says, hey, now I've got this air returning back. Just look at that again. You'll see that air. It's back into space, airflow. So now there's no positive air in that space. Now I could go in that space and I could make it positive by just saying it like that, space 20% positive. And then you'll see that the positive sign there, it reduced at 80 CFM, 100 coming in. If I go look at my airflow, once again, we'll see 20 CFM is positive pressure. So that's kind of how I could, actually move that over and draw a little floor, my own floor plan if I kind of want to make it look like that. Now you can also, if I add the dampers in here, the dampers are also another way. When you put one in, that would be over in the airflow diagram. Number 2, supply air damper, the different types you might want there. When I put that in there, then once again, you can go in and make the airflow portion different on that as well. So the important thing to remember is you can, as soon as you go to this top view, and you can do that right up here too, toggle back and forth a component to top view and side view. If I happen to just highlight those right there and hit this up here, then you'll see now it's made it a side view, which is a gray space, made those diffusers more side view look. So we just go back one space, one click there. Hope this has been helpful in just understanding how you can do a top view of a space, enter the data in that way, either import the PDF background in, draw your own floor plan in. I can also go back across all these, come down to this little function down here, ungroup the shapes. Since now they're all ungrouped, whenever I grab a shape in there, well, that was a line I put in there. There was a line, grab the space there. There was a line I put in there. Well, that was all hooked together when I build it. And I just build all those with the little feature over here. Probably grab that right there and put a box around that to start creating a floor plan. Now you can see some of the spaces in there. Hope this has been helpful in basically just conveying this little layout. Every duct sized. You see the airflows. If this is, a nice way to convey this drawing to the contractor, your project. Hey, hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching.